Hey guys, welcome to Podiatry Practice Mastery. Don here. I'm going to go over a few things today. I'm going to spend the bulk of my time with this workshop thing. Okay, it's causing me a lot of stress, but I want to talk through it. Maybe it'll help you guys. The first thing I'm going to talk about is an interview I did with Gisele. She's actually Brazilian, which is great because my wife is Brazilian and all these other things. I like Brazilian, but it was a good interview. We were talking about coding and billing and some things like that. I'll put a little link underneath here if you want to watch her interview or see more about her. Talk about the workshop, a way of using the R factor question. This is an idea from Dan Sullivan, and then what didn't work. This is my fear. So let's get into this. This is the interview with Gisele Sanger. She has a billing company. I interviewed her. She had a lot of good ideas in terms of billing, different tips. Things like that. If you're getting into billing, you want to learn more, or just get kind of a second opinion, she might be a good one to talk to. She has a book that you can get if you want to learn more. Okay, let me. I'm going to spend the bulk of my time in this thing. Okay, this is an idea that came from Chad Madden, and so if you go to Get Breakthrough, and he has a lot of resources, and so basically he said, "Hey Don, you should consider doing a workshop." That's been working really great for their practices. Now, I am a quick implementer, and the quicker I implement, the less time I have to feel awkward, which is how I feel right now. But let me tell you what kind of how we got here. So before, remember, if you've talked or listened to anything before, we've done these webinars. We've done these webinars was every couple of months. People signed up for it. It was our current patients. We saw some uptake, but we didn't see great amount of new patients for the webinars, maybe because we didn't offer to new patients or things like that. So we wanted to model this method that Chad had. And basically, this is the page that I use here, and I have a heel pain workshop. He calls them workshops, and so I'm learning how to do that. And I'm learning this from his book that he has. It's called Killer Marketing Secrets. And it has a lot of great tips here on how to do it. And I also downloaded some stuff from his website. So I thank Chad for all of this stuff. And I don't know anyone else in our industry that is doing this. So that's why I'm kind of bringing it to you guys. So this is what we call a squeeze page. This is the page it goes to. And this is where my Facebook ads go. And there was a recent little article we did. I'll show it next week in a newspaper. And it goes to this. So it goes to this. This is a heel pain workshop, Dr. Pelto. So first thing you notice here, this is where they can make an appointment. So I had thus far one patient made an appointment versus wanting to see this. So my thought is for Facebook ads, I'm spending the amount as if it was one patient. So between $125 to $200 is the spend. And if I get one patient, it's going to cover that ad spend. That's the way I think about it. I'm not going to do a ton. I'm going to do as if it was one patient. Then what happens is they go down here and there's a little video. I had to add this free event. I didn't have it here before, but one person emailed me and they said, "Hey, is this free?" or "How much is it going to cost me?" I limit space because I don't have much space to 15 people. I would love to have more space. Maybe I'll do another one via the internet or webinar. I talk about the biggest mistake heel pain sufferers are going to make, the 3 most common causes for heel pain, the 3 strategies to reduce heel pain. Okay. Now, all these register buttons go to the same place. Where they go is they go to this Calendly link right here. And this is where patients can make and reserve their time really easy. I showed this to you guys last week. What I didn't show, because I didn't have any, kind of bombed by Friday, like no one did it. I changed the ad, and I'm going to show you the new ad. And the way I learned the ad is I went to Meta, which is the Facebook, not the Facebook, yeah, the Facebook ad section, and I could look for other ones, and I just kind of modeled the ones that were there. They're very simple. I'll show this to you next week. But basically, I had a few people here that one says they're no longer going, but others are attending the heel pain workshop. That's how it shows up right there, and I get their information in there. That's how it shows up in my email. This is how it looks like in Calendly. Okay, so in Calendly, this is the event. Actually, the event looks like this: heel pain workshop. They choose the day and the stuff like that. But in the back end of Calendly, I put the time, heel pain workshop. I probably should add, which I'm going to do here. I'm going to add free. I guess I could put free heel pain workshop or something like that. My location of my clinic, the same thing I said before. And down here, what I'm asking them are for, actually, I don't want to I have it set up for every 14 days. So when this is done, then another one will pop up, and I'm going to try this every 2 weeks. The invitee questions, name, and email. Now, this is the cool thing about Calendly. Okay, these are called workflows. So basically, it's going to email to reconfirm 3 days before the event. So 3 days before the event, it's going to send them an email for them to confirm. Okay, send a thank you email. So 1 day after the event, it's going to send them an email thanking them. A text confirmation is when it's booked. They're going to get a text confirmation initially, and then they're going to get a text reminder 1 hour before the event and a text reminder 24 hours the event. What I'd like to add here is actually this email confirmation. I'd like them to confirm a little bit sooner. So I can clone this one. I could have them confirm like 1 day prior to the event. I think that would make sense. So email confirmation, I want to do it 1 day before. I just think that's good for them to confirm. Okay. And I can edit this here. So booking confirmation. And there's a confirmation link. So this is I'm going to do this via texting. Okay. The other one was via email, and this one's going to be 1 day before. And so it'll be a text 1 day before. So you can see how easy this stuff is. It's kind of a cool thing. So edit it. Hi, please confirm you're attending. Click to confirm. Okay. That'll be confirming 1 day before. Okay. So I can save that. So that's how that works within the Calendly. And so it seems to be, these are duplicate things. Got it. Okay. So that's what I'm using for these, for Calendly. And so currently I do have some patients that have already signed up. I will let you know kind of how it goes shortly thereafter. The last thing I want to share is something called the R factor question. So if you Google the R factor question, what I got kind of tripped up with in the past was, let me tell you the story behind this. So within Dan Sullivan, there's a question we ask ourselves. It's actually in the back of every single page here of this. It's like a quarterly little thing where I plan things. It says here, if we're meeting here 3 years from today, and you were look over those last 3 years, and what has to happen during that period, both personally and professionally, for you to feel happy about your progress. And this is something I've always wanted to use, and I never really knew how. But how I'm using it now, and I learned this because I was working with someone. I've tried it in the past. I'm like, hey, where do you want to be 3 years? The patients really never know. They don't know where they want to be like in 2 weeks. They just want to be out of pain. But what I'm finding with a lot of patients is when they're better, then I drop this on them. I say, hey, if we're meeting here a year from now, what would make you happy with your progress in terms of your health? And so I can really get to the bottom of how I can really be of more service to them. For a lot of them, if they want to be more active, they want to lose weight, they want to do other types of things, and then I can give them any other resources that might help them. So just a thought, like when your patients are better, you can do that. It's called an R factor question. Dan Sullivan, or the Dan Sullivan question. He has a book on that. You can read it. But you can also just do it on your own with your patients. I find it's a little bit more challenging in the beginning. I can do a little bit for like plantar fasciitis, but I don't do it 3 years. I'll say, if you're here and I see them, and I might ask them why it's important now. And even a better option is, well, hey, if we're meeting here 3 months from now, what has to happen for you to feel good about your progress? Basically, I want to be pain-free. I want to start exercising. I want to lose weight. I want to do all these other things. So that's a good thing. Finally, what didn't work? It's the fear of no one showing up. This is a fear for a couple of reasons. One, because I'm spending money on this. I have to prove this to other people. It's the first time I'm doing it, so I have to do the best I can. But realize, like, not the first time, it might not work, and do everything I can to make it work. And so I will let you guys know more next week how this thing is working for our office. And if you want to chat or let me know, just reply or let me know how you're doing. You can email me at don@ Podiatry Practice Mastery. Once again, if you guys have your own tip, things that are working great, you can just scan the QR code and let me know. And I'll put a little link underneath it. You can share your own tip, what's working for your practice, so I can share it with everyone else. Okay, guys.